There is a quiet voice inside each of us. Sometimes it's a whisper of confidence, but often it is an echo of doubt. I know that voice well. It's the same voice that tells you you're not enough, that you're not ready, that you don't deserve what you seek. That voice is familiar, isn't it? It was once my companion too. But what if I told you that self-doubt is not an enemy? Rather, it is a teacher, a guide pointing to where you need to grow. It is not meant to hold you back, but to challenge you. The real power lies in how you respond to it. In my journey, I have learned that belief in oneself is not found in the absence of doubt, but in the courage to move forward despite it. Let me take you back to a time when I doubted myself deeply. I was younger then, not yet the person you see today. I stood on the edge of a great decision, a leap of faith that would change my life forever. But that familiar voice, my inner critic, filled my mind with fear and hesitation. I froze, unsure of my next step. It was then that I remembered something my mentor once told me. The path forward is not about knowing where it leads, but trusting that each step will reveal the next. So I took that step, and with each one that followed, my self-doubt began to fade, replaced by a quiet confidence that grew not from knowing the outcome, but from trusting the journey. That, my friends, is the true essence of belief in oneself. Knowing that you may not have all the answers, but believing that you will find them along the way. Self-doubt is not a flaw. It is part of being human. But here's the secret. Self-doubt can either paralyze you or it can fuel your growth. It's a signal, a signpost pointing you toward the areas of your life where you need to build strength and trust. So the next time you hear that voice of doubt, don't shrink away from it. Instead, lean in. Ask yourself, what am I truly afraid of? You see, when you confront your doubts with curiosity rather than fear, you take away their power. You begin to see them for what they are. Temporary thoughts, not permanent truths. Self-belief is a practice, not a destination. You don't wake up one day suddenly free of all doubt. No, it's something you cultivate day by day, moment by moment. It grows in the small choices you make, to trust yourself, to step into uncertainty, and to allow yourself to be imperfect along the way. When I started to see doubt as an invitation to grow, everything changed. I no longer saw it as a barrier, but as a part of the process. I learned to be gentle with myself, to accept that doubt would always be there, but that it didn't have to control me. Take this river, for instance. If you stand at its edge and focus only on how wide it is, you may feel overwhelmed. You may think you're too small to cross it. But if you take one step, just one, you'll find that the river isn't as wide as it seemed. The journey to the other side starts with the belief that you can make it. This is the philosophy of belief in yourself. It's not about being certain of the outcome, but about being certain that, no matter what happens, you will find your way. And that begins with trusting yourself. So how do we build this belief? It starts with small acts of courage. Each time you choose to push through doubt, to trust in yourself, you strengthen that belief. You learn to rely on your own inner wisdom, that quiet voice that speaks not from fear, but from knowing. Over time, that voice becomes louder, and the voice of doubt, it becomes quieter. And one day you'll realize that it no longer has the hold on you that it once did. There is a quote that has stayed with me throughout my life. The oak tree does not grow strong by avoiding the wind. It grows strong by standing tall in it. You too grow strong by standing tall in your doubts, by facing them with courage and understanding that they are a part of your journey, not the end of it. Each moment of self-doubt is an opportunity to deepen your self-belief. Remember, belief in yourself is not about being without fear or doubt. It's about trusting that you can navigate through them. It's about knowing that you are capable, resilient, and wise beyond measure. The strength you seek is already within you, waiting to be called forth. So the next time you feel that doubt creeping in, pause, take a deep breath, and remind yourself that you've faced challenges before, and you'll face this one too, with grace, with courage, and with belief in who you truly are. If this resonates with you, if you're ready to embrace the philosophy of belief in yourself, join me on this path.